This. Stop. Now go.
Hi, welcome everyone. It is February 11th, 2025, Village of Bellmont Board Meeting. Call to order. May I have a roll call, please?
For some reason, this is not recording. Peggy Wallen here. Okay, now it's recording.
Thank you. February 11th, 2025, Village of Bellmont Board Meeting. Call to order. Roll call, please.
Art Bruce here.
Linda Johnson here.
Peggy Wallen here.
Linda Isaac here.
Can we all stand?
And Claudia Dan Clark.
Thank you. May we all stand for pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I have previously passed out the minutes for last month. Does anyone have any questions about those minutes? Any concerns, any changes that need to be made on the spot or rewritten? May I have a motion to pass the minutes?
I motion to pass the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I previously passed out the bills and financials. Any questions and concerns on those? I do want to note the BNS. That doesn't sound nice. BNS repair water main, the break that we had. I do think that Moody did us well on that. And then we also made our final deal on the Part 2 lead inventory. I see that she took that out of O&M. I will talk to her about that. We should have had refunds left on our lead inventory grant, unless that is above and beyond, and that should not be the case. So I will clarify that with her. So that. Yes, that should not be coming out, unless she deposited it there. She very well could have, and maybe I didn't catch that. So that very well could be the possibility.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I wanted to clarify one thing. I wanted to clarify it. I think I know it is, but I just want to clarify.
One unless it's in the car.
There's some right up there. Oh, you got a cold one.
Cold one.
It was the engineering company, and it came out of the...
Yes, that's what I just...
Okay.
That's what I just
Was that for lead inventory?
It should have been lead inventory grant.
That's all I wanted to clarify. I thought that's what it was, but
and the only thing I
the
can
wording didn't make it real clear.
If she had put all those funds in that, we just had them, and perhaps that's why.
Okay.
So I'll double check to make sure that that was lead inventory grant funds that paid that she had deposited originally into water O&M, and now it's coming out of water O&M.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so may I have a motion to pass the bills and financials this evening?
I'll make a motion to pass for bills and financials.
I'll second. We'll have a roll call vote, please.
Barb? Yes.
Peggy? Yes.
Linda, yes.
And Linda said yes.
I'm sorry, who's the second?
Isaac.
Isaac.
I don't know which one of them. You got the second?
No, Linda, Isaac.
Oh, I do.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so water report?
I didn't have the level today.
119.
Okay. Well, Rick has been doing the daily reading. He's been doing a really good job at it, reporting in. Tower today was 0.8, City Hall 1.0, and he said 119 on the level. The weekly maintenance on the everything was good. We're continuing to do those on the schedule. The weekly valve turning out, stir pump has been done, and everything looks good there. We did have Kiefer Brothers come out and take a look at this one valve that we thought was not turning right. It does turn a little hard. They said that there's no reason that we would ever have to open that one anyway, but it does, if we ever did, it's certainly able to turn.
That was for the sewer pond or the water?
Yeah.
Actually, the one that was frozen, that they thought was froze up, is, one of the first sets, 1 and 2, and it's the one that goes from pond 2 to pond 4, and sometimes if you put it down too heavy, it'll lock in there, and then it's hard, and I have a very difficult time missing it. They are gonna try to find a, mechanism that they put on the rod that we need to pound it up. So
Okay.
all they did was pick up a.
But 1 through
brick
4, which is what we use when the water gets high, they're all working correctly.
Yes.
Okay, and then, we had Sam Arnold Plumbing come out this week. Linda and I met with him. We felt like since, and we talked to Steve and Moody about this too, at BNS Construction, they both work together with the rural water and with, Carrie Sanders, our water operator. We felt like that we needed a backup in case for some reason Steve and Moody couldn't get out. And so we met with Sam, and he came out and looked at everything we had, and he's going to be our backup.
And his company is M&S?
Sam Arnold, no, B&S Construction is Speedy Moody.
Oh.
He's our plumber that we have. So Sam Arnold is out of Alabama, and he will just be a backup and work with Speed or be here in case Speedy can't be here. And then, as you all know, on January 22nd, we had a water main break. We were notified in the wee hours of the morning about that, and unfortunately, the tower had already drained by the time it came to the attention of anyone to report it. We operate under the license, since Bellmont doesn't have a water operator, we operate it under the license of Carrie Sanders. And so, we called, I think the first call out was to BNS Construction to get here, and the second call out was to Carrie Sanders, and we followed their orders throughout the rest of the day. Those two companies work together. So we followed all of their orders throughout the rest of the day, ran into some problems, and eventually got the water back on, and then the power went out for 8 hours, but we all did have water the next morning. We had the faucet.
Okay, any other reports from trustees? Linda, did you want to talk about the roads that we reviewed today?
Yes, Linda and I drove around and we checked out the potholes and what they needed, and which ones needed repairs, and we marked down a lot. There's a lot on Oak and Main. There's the potholes everywhere. Yes. That's what I was wondering, if it's going to be snowing again, when are we planning to repair these potholes? Because if we've got, snow this week and there's snow next week, would it be sort of...
The way they do that is, the process is, we review what roads that we feel that need to be done. We bring it to the board, and they give us their input if they saw something more that we didn't see.
Right.
And then we turn that into Mount Carmel Stabilization. They give us a bid of what it's going to cost us, an estimate. Then we turn around and turn that into motor fuel tax. And Brett Walker is our representative, and he will see if we have the satisfactory amount to cover those expenses, and if we're using it wisely. And then he'll write up a resolution, and then that comes back to the board to approve when or change or however they wanna do. And then at that time, then we get on the schedule for Mount Carmel stabilization. The sooner we get it done, the sooner we're gonna get work in. Sometimes it gets kinda, we get on the back end of things, and it doesn't get done timely, and it doesn't do us any good.
So it'll be after winter.
Sometimes no matter how early we get that in, say we get it in April and May, they don't get us on the schedule till October, and then we get into bad weather.
And then we're
so
cool,
forth.
yeah, it's,
So,
yeah.
it has to be fairly, I don't know what the exact temperature is, it does have to be warm, so they can do it.
Oh, good.
I believe that.
But we always try to get it in early.
Yeah, so the road patch goes down, we're kind of working like all on the same day. We'll get that patch down, cause it's hot.
Good.
And we have workers that come out and help us get that down, and then the chip and seal will come in behind down and do everything else. Sometimes it's 1 or 2 days apart, we try to get it right here together, so that patch gets covered up as quickly as possible.
Good.
So, and the hotter it is outside, the better. Not for the workers, but for the road.
But
And
just getting
sometimes,
it all approved, it is unfortunately, it's a very lengthy process to just get it.
I thought it
back
might
and
just
forth
be
and
done
approved.
next week or something, I'll think, oh, well,
No.
so after winter they go.
we did see quite a bit, and we do have it all listed there, and, within the next couple of weeks, if you guys see something you think we missed, then I'll try to get that added to get our estimate. Linda, I went ahead and gave their, bills to you. I think you had reviewed them, but don't forget we do initial. If we've reviewed them, we initial the top of the sheet there. Okay, old business, is that it for trustees? Okay, for, old business, we finally got the security cameras in use. At this time, I would like to, a motion to go into closed session to review closed session minutes.
I'll make a motion.
We have a second. Thank you, and all in favor? All right. Probably you can report the time that we'll be going into closed session.
It is, 6:47. I thought he was asleep. Okay.
Plan roll. Okay, Gary. So.
A little bit, huh?
Okay, Village of Bellmont, February 11th, reconvened after closed session meeting. Roll call, please.
Bard here. Peggy Norton here.
Linda Isaac here.
Linda Johnson, yes.
Morgan J. Clark.
At this time, I will ask for a motion to, a decision for closed session review to either keep the closed session minutes released or confidential.
I move to keep the closed session minutes confidential.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, we have new business. I wanted to bring up the savings account that is our water depreciation CD that we remember a couple of years ago we started putting $90 into depreciation and the reserve. We got the reserve up to the 11.4. That was one of our requirements for our previous loan that we have in process, and we now have this one up to 7,800, and our water O&M is okay where it's at, and so I recommend that we go ahead and take it's approximately 3,560 from that operating expense and bring the other depreciation account up to the 11,400, and then invest that into a CD. That will free up that 190 that's going in there now, and we can start preparing for the savings account that we're going to have to start when our EPA loan is passed and we start doing the tower. Now, we can let this go a little longer and then bring it out, close it out, and then go right into the other account and start it. But I thought it might give us just a little leeway to get this already locked in so we know we're in, before this fiscal year is done. This fiscal year will be done at the end of April, and that way we won't be deficient on our audit 25.
And the 11.4, that's the minimum.
Yes, that is.
Okay.
Yeah. Does everyone understand the concept there?
Yes.
Okay, may I have a motion to go ahead and close out the savings depreciation, bring over 3,560.49 to bring that up. That may give a little bit sooner what the interest is when I actually get to the bank. To bring that up to 11,400.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
And then we'll roll call vote on that, Claudia. Linda, yes?
Peggy, yes.
Linda, I yes.
Barb, yes. Second was who?
I think I second.
Yeah.
First and second.
Yeah.
Linda and Peggy. Barbara. Sorry. Okay. The next thing I have on here is the dual wall gas tank purchase. Unfortunately, I did run into some snags on that. I did want to get it on the agenda this evening just in case. It worked out smoothly for us, but it did not. The tank that we have is a single wall. It needs to be dual wall. This is what we were told by the labor board, and we've been hunting for one for some time. We have taken the diesel tank out of commission, and the gas we are currently still using and trying to get into compliance. I did find one online through the help of James Zankenbrandt. It was a little rusty and so forth, which that could have been worked with. The pump that we have on our gas tank now would be able to go over onto it. A new one, this one here was $700. A new one, I have a picture of it, and this is the difference between dual wall. It's got this extra venting, safety venting on top there, and it is a new one, $3,000 maybe you can get it on sale for $2,500, but that's about what we're looking at. And plus, if we had to buy a new pump, they're about $1,200. The problem is, this previously had diesel in it. They did empty it, but they said there is just a little bit of residue left over. That is very hard to get out. There's just that little swirl in there, you can stick it and try, but the odds of us getting it clean and trying to put gasoline in it now, it's just not going to work for us. So we're going to continue to look. If we use more FS or Andrews, they would supply us the tank. But we don't have enough consumption, so unfortunately, little places like us, we have to buy our own tank. And we got away with that for a while, but now they've changed it. So that's going to be scratched off. We're not doing anything with that tank for now. We'll still be on the lookout for it. The garage door repair is the next on the item. I've had Donnie Farmer come out and give us, take a look at the door and given us an estimate to get that repaired. We are just repairing one door at this time. The door on the north side, because it's in better shape than the one on the other side. The other one needs floor panels and so forth. Is the door that we use mostly for the truck. And I don't have that estimate yet this evening. He knew we were having a meeting, but I think he's just trying to get everything in line. He's also getting his insurance papers provided to us also. So that'll be coming along.
So when you get the estimate, it'll be for the north door, or it'll be for the south door?
The north side.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm looking at ballpark about $700-800. And that would be for, first he was just going to do a panel or two, but the more he looked at it, he felt like it needed more. And like I said, he's come a couple of times now.
I thought it came with that.
Yeah, he did. He came back out last week.
When we got the roof.
Can't hear you, Peggy.
Oh, I'm sorry. When we got the roof and there was the price for new doors in that we didn't go ahead and get the grant money for, how much was the total doors, putting in a whole new door?
Well, for 2 doors is what they were estimating, and that was $4,000.
So roughly $2,000 a door.
And that was 2019.
Right.
So,
6 years ago.
So, yeah.
I was just kind of wanting to compare $800-900 versus the new doors. Okay.
I know Mount Carmel uses Donnie Farmer for quite a bit of work too, and I think we'll be pleased. But I did want to bring that to the board's attention that we'll be giving that door. One at this time. Okay, I have around the table. Is there anything else anyone would like to cover?
I got it came to me instead of the city hall, but it's just a nice card from a resident about the day the water.
Can't hear you back here. You're speaking to the public.
It's a card from a resident expressing their gratitude about how the water was handled the day we had the main break and thanking us for the bottled water.
Would you like Claudia to read it?
She won't have to.
Okay. I also saw that we got a thank you in the water bill. In their invoice, they put in their thank you for taking care of the water system as well as we did. So, much appreciated for our coverage. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. All right. And then at this time, then we will go ahead and open the floor if there are any public comments. If anyone would like to speak.
I'd like to speak. My name's John King. While my power and water was out, there's a blackout in Bellmont. Y'all try to throw me in jail over a Facebook post. You spent 1 hour, 1 whole hour, trying to throw me in jail in here inside City Hall instead of doing your due diligence for the village. You talked about my Facebook post. You didn't even know what the Facebook post where it was or even what it was. Claudia talked to the deputy telling him it was a water meter lit is. Barbie had no clue what it was broke, or anything about it. It was like fool. Then he spent 6 minutes altogether looking up the ordinance for it. And then, yeah, Barbie came to my house, offered water, told her to get off my property, and then apparently I went stomping across my yard to my car and very mad. No, I wouldn't. I had 2 kids to take care of and no water and no power, and, you know, a sheriff trying to throw me in jail off a fake Facebook post. Why can't you look at me, Barbie? I'm over here. Give me your attention. Trying to throw me in jail. No, how rude. Trying to throw me in jail, still can't give me your attention. You
I
too,
couldn't
Claudia.
be as rude as you as I tried.
Really? Because I'm being pretty nice now. I don't think I stalked your daughter. How rude was that?
Excuse me for a moment, I'll remind the board that we don't need to react or converse, okay?
I'm stopped. Can I go now?
You still got a few more minutes left.
You stopped me.
No.
You stopped my time. I'm stumbling across my yard. I have 2 kids to take care of and 3 foot of snow and ice. It's weird. You can't be rude, but yet somebody's stalking my 2-year-old daughter and talking shit about her. And then Peggy wants to tell a deputy sheriff that, what was it? We're mentally unstable. And we have a bunch of guns in our house. How do you know that, Peggy? How do you know he got our boy car taken away from Gary Lance? Did you read the court order after that court case, Barbie? Since you like talking about it again? Because we all dropped Gary, but you're the one that brought it back up to the sheriff. Oh, yeah, you did. And the whole world's going to know about it tonight. They're going to, the whole county, the whole world's going to know that you tried to throw me in jail during a blackout, how big of fools you acted. Not you. You wasn't here. But Peggy was, Barbie was, Claudia was. And I give props to Linda. Because, yeah, because, you know, she came in, wasn't even worried about a Facebook post. She went and took care of business. I applaud you, Linda. I applaud you. And then she tells the sheriff I can't even drive down the street and leave town. Well, that's weird, because you just drove by my house, you walk your dog by my house, you have your dog piss on my stepbrother's plants and kills him. What else I got here? Oh, you say you went to the state's attorney and tried to throw me, my dad, and Bill in jail for opening a water meter lid. Do you have proof? Because I'm going to pull you that. Oh, yeah. Yep. And Brad coming in here saying I'm trying to fight him outside. Telling the sheriff I'm going to put my hands up and I'm going to fight him. I took the non-aggression principle about 4 years ago. I don't fight unless it's to defend myself. That's a big bold lie too. Bunch of lies to the deputy sheriff about our gun, about my life. Hey Barbie, do you need a chair to look up in that window so you can watch what me and my dad do the whole time? Because you're on your tippy toes. The whole world's going to know.
Would you like to comment on that? Is there anyone else have anything to say?
I have a question.
Okay.
My favorite team. First off, I don't appreciate the members of the board going around telling people that my father-in-law has dementia, my husband and my father-in-law and Bill Evelyn are all mentally unstable. I've had several people come up to me at work and say this. That's called defamation. They are not mentally unstable. They are upset because they feel like you guys are dismissing their concerns because you sit there and think, yes, you guys just complain about the same thing every day, every month, it's the same thing. Well, so what? I mean, I work in a hospital, and, you know, Barbie and Peggy saying that you guys feel threatened and you're scared because they raise their voice. First of all, he's hard of hearing. He has to talk loud. Bill is hard of hearing. Didn't know if you guys knew that. He has to talk loud. My husband just talks loud anyway. Trust me. He's just a loud person. That doesn't mean that he's aggressive. I mean, who are you guys to sit there and diagnose my family as being mentally unstable? I health very seriously. I'm going into the field to help people with mental health. And you guys telling people and coming back and telling me that you said that my father-in-law has dementia when he does not, I mean, we can even prove that. We can prove that he is not mentally unstable. And, you know, the fact is, Peggy said that my husband doesn't like you guys on the board because you guys are women. That is not true at all. If you guys were men and you treated him disrespectfully, the way you guys have been in previous meetings, by laughing, rolling your eyes, talking to each other, making snide remarks, I mean, I can understand why these guys get upset. I watch all these videos every month, okay? And all I hear is you guys are being rude. Claudia comes into my father-in-law's face about a check and starts yelling at him on his camera. I mean, that's kind of considered assault, if you ask me. These guys don't come into your guys' personal face and yell at you. And if you guys are afraid and scared that much, then you guys shouldn't be on the board. Like I said before, I work in the hospital. I have patients that yell at me, they scream, they cuss, and guess what? I sit there and I say, I still try to take very good care of them. And Linda Isaac knows what I'm talking about because she's been a nurse. How long were you a nurse? 40 years? Exactly. So she knows how that feels. You know, you have patients that are upset. And the reason why they're upset is because they feel like they're not being heard. They feel frustrated because they feel frustrated because they feel like the doctor is not listening to them. And we have to deal with it. But, I mean, if I felt like I was being truly threatened, I would quit my job. If you guys can't handle people airing their grievances, no matter how upset they are, then you guys shouldn't be on the board. I mean, these guys feel like they're not being heard. They feel like they're being dismissed. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, like, and you say, like, you know, I watched this video, and it said, Brad, your husband, Peggy, pretty much said to Bo, the deputy, that they can't believe it. He fist bumped David, and they act all buddy-buddy with law enforcement. You know, these guys are respectful to law enforcement. But, you know, you go in there, and anybody that talks to them, you guys don't want to associate with. You guys start talking bad stuff. I mean, that's all I have to say. Even Dylan Wood. Look how you're treating him. I'm done.
David King, citizen of Bellmont. And when you talk, I like for you to face us when you talk in your meetings, instead of sitting over in the corner, Peggy, and talking to each other. I like for you to face the public. Now, I'll tell you what, this was bullshit last week.
I'll remind you not to.
Don't remind me, you're not my school
Don't get
teacher.
abusive, okay? With your language.
Yeah. You act like we're in a kindergarten class. We're not. After what these people done, it is awful. Barbie sat there, said we was videoed down at the water tower. Told the sheriff, we're down there videotaping the water tower. They went that way. That's what they're doing. No, we didn't do that. We went and got diapers for our granddaughter. Went down there and got diapers for her. So we was trying to stay warm, have water, and everything else. You were in here trying to file charges against my son over a Facebook charge, and you didn't even know where it was till the sheriff told you. And on top of that, Barbie, what are you doing using your phone for business? You don't use your phone for business. Remember, I got it on paperwork. You used it on the sheriff. You used it on texting. I know who you text. You said that's who was texting you. She's sitting in the crowd right now. We know everything you said and done. Because we talked to the sheriff, and I bumped him, yeah. Then he explained himself. That's being nice, courtesy. He's a sheriff. He may arrest me one day, but I ain't going to take it out on him because that's his job. And because we ask questions, you just can't handle it because you are corrupt. You got caught doing corrupt stuff. And if you don't think you did, and Peggy don't think we knew what happened up at the courthouse, I got all the paperwork that you said up there. I got Gary's, everything he said up there. Every last word. And you keep saying, you wasn't up there. I don't have to be. I was up there until the lights were out. You took off. As far as this water leak and the valves are not working, that's bull. They do work. You just don't know where everything was at. Then as far as these people jumping on tractors running around here, they don't know where none of them are at and banging into them with the blade on the front of the tractor. You got a contractor, you don't know where nothing's at, you holler for a contractor, show me what to do. You wasn't even ready for the snow. And I'm going to FYA your insurance policy, and I better get it this time. Because if I don't, I'm going to the Attorney General if I have to go in person. These volunteers, everybody's a volunteer, everybody this. How come Stacy can go through the doors of a night?
Stacy, don't go through the doors, thank you.
It says personnel only.
Don't go through the doors, boys.
You know, yous are pretty low, I'll tell you. And you can go out here and tell lies to people. Just like I asked a town worker, did you take out a water meter? Yes, I did. But you tell me I'm misinformed. Now, who's lying to me? Because I'm always misinformed. All I asked was a straight and full answer. And you just can't even give it to me.
The floor is closed now.
Oh, no, wait a minute here. I'd like for you to face us when you talk to us
There's
anymore.
nothing else to be said to you about your continuous complaint of something that has nothing to do, that was on this
Oh,
agenda.
anything to do here.
On this agenda this evening.
It don't matter, it's
The
freedom of
floor is
speech.
closed at this time.
You call the law every time somebody talks to us.
With your outbreaks, I can ask you to leave. I ask you to
Well, just
stop.
ask.
So then, the next thing on the agenda is the appointment of new trustees. Then we'll look at our next meeting date. I believe that is March 11th. It's the second Tuesday of the month at 6:30 p.m. Does anyone have any problem with that? Did you write down Dylan absent? I don't think I caught that. I counted and I'm like, oh yeah. He did not call me or anything. I have no idea why he's not here. So, okay, on the next meeting date, okay, then may I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night. Thank you.
I could write that a lot cleaner if you like.
It's fine, and then we get it up on this official paperwork that it needs to be on, that was just for the thing to review. Be careful going home, Linda.
Thank you. Oh, she said be careful going home.
Oh, I will.
Pretty dog.
Yeah, thank you. I tell you, he's precious to me. He just turned 9 years old.
I'm sorry, who was the second?
I was. You can pet him if you want. You can pet him if you want.
I got warm, now that's cool, that feels good.
Oh, yeah, it got toasty,
Yeah, it got warm nice.
I remember recently being called a bitch.
He's coming out right there, so you and I should be the ones
He's
that
the awesome ones in the building. He's a guardian dog. They call him.